mindset of not forcing what you want, but more so taking what is given to you basically for free. Make them adjust to you, because then you can kind of use your offense as your defense, number one. And then that'll allow you to adjust your defense accordingly based off of situations, because then you're going to limit what they're able to do if you can play with a lead. I know often I'm playing from behind, but it's a credit to my plays over the years. You know, putting myself in those situations to know how to play and not fold under such circumstances. Obviously, you know, you want to make sure you score before half. That helps. Especially if you get ball first. You know, my number one rule is if you get ball first, be aggressive.
And up to about the 26-yard line.
Too many people I see get ball first and they chew the clock.
Sets to throw on first. Throw left side, taken in by Renfrow. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Five yards remain on second down. Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now it's Stidham. It's complete. Abdullah. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They go with Jacobs. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. And he'll find Moreau here. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Oh, he's
it. Gotta be aggressive. They want to spam the same defense. Just kind of do your checks. See if they want to match personnel or not.
Josh McDaniels, he's got faith in his offense, and he's going to have them go for two. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for two, and all of a sudden they're up 8-0.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score
All right, defense, we need one turnover in the first half. We got to play. There we go, baby. Right when I needed it. Yeah, we're not going to slow this train up, man. Stay aggressive.
You felt this pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. 2nd down, Stidham to throw. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
That coach is always hard on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 66 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this new
touchdown. Devontae Adams, a 5-yard touchdown, and the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns.
How you want to how you want to start this game, man? Especially knowing that we don't get the ball starting the second half.
Things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs, and he is in to make it 16-0.
Good drive.
I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage.
We're up 16-0. He hasn't even seen my defense yet.
They've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them
We'll make
thinking
one change. I was contemplating on. Coombs right there.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. In motion right is Aguilar. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he's going to have a Patriots 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. And they'll send the slot in motion left. 1st down, and they go back to Harris.
Here it comes.
For about 5, up close to the 40.
That's a really nice tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it,
We need a turnover. I just need to stop.
5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Harris. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now a first down carry for Harris. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him. He's carried the ball just 5 times.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. Throwing Jones. It's caught by Aguilar. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Good D.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. The slot man in motion right. Now Jones. Complete. Smith has it. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've got their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. On the give, this is Harris. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Damian Harris in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for two. They're going to run it with Harris. And he is into the end zone. So they get two more on the board here just before halftime. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Flush to his right. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. A gutsy call there. He exits the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work. And you just wonder.
Give him a short field so he can't play 2 clock. He's got to be aggressive.
In control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kickstarted things going in the opposite direction.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
They hand this off to Harris. And he's able to work his
Keep tackling. That's all I got to do is keep tackling.
18-yard line. 82 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Slot man moves right. Jones now on first down. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up second down. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
Someone's been having a good game so far. And you know something? Rob has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Back to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. And Jones gets in. Touchdown, New England. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are back within a couple of the lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2.
On that shit.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to, I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know if kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The slot man in motion right. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On third down, here comes Jacobs.
Let me show you how to run, motherfucker. If you want to play run the ball, let me show you how to run.
85 yards on the ground here for Jacobs, and this is a first down. Slot man moves right.
Let me show you how to run.
Catch made, it's Moreau.
Bait your ass into play action. Let's go.
Right around the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here's Jacobs. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Stop run committing.
Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
Learn today. I ain't the one. You ain't gonna play true clock against me. I'm aggressive.
They'll try to run it with
You're not gonna play the run fit? Okay.
Make him 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Like I said, fellas, you just want to match energy, bro. They want to sit there and play true clock offense. You got the lead, match energy, bro. Shoot clock with them. They got to be aggressive. They got to score fast. If you don't want to be aggressive, you're going to lose. You need to score fast if you want to make a game of this.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Flushed out right.
That's not being aggressive.
They'll go at the 25. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And they get him down.
Come on, give me that timeout, bro.
Across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. The slot man in motion right. Here's Jones. Throwing on first down. Escaping the pressure right.
Where you going with it? That's not being aggressive, bro.
A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
Disappointing me.
Right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
2 minutes left.
You're playing to lose?
Football game here on EA Sports.
Are you trying to lose? You scared to go deep?
This is Harris. Gets around him. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they nearly sprung
Running the ball with 2 minutes left. Down 2 scores. Not a bright thing to do, my guy. And then you're chewing clock. Not very wise, my friend. Not very wise. Just keep running. Keep running. He's going to catch you.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out.
Well, my defense plays, bro. Bend but don't break.
Out of the scramble, it's 2nd down.
You're going to get me with these little cheesy, corny rollout plays. You flip play, I flip play. We're just going to be some play flipping motherfuckers. If you take that first juke, 2nd man going to get to the ball. Playing yourself to lose. Chewing clock to lose. Don't be like this guy, fellas. It's not how you play. Got to be aggressive.
They need to score quickly here on first down. Jones. Sliding out of the pocket. Open man, the tight end Henry.
That's not a touchdown. You ain't even got 60 yards passing, bro. That's why you're losing. You're not being aggressive.
Definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agree. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Jones. Eluding the pressure right. It won't be a sack.
Come on, bro. Mac Jones is not a rollout quarterback. He is a pocket quarterback. Stop with the gimmicks and play football.
But a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Beat yourself. Playing pussy. Play pussy, you get fucked. You like getting fucked?
Nothing on first down, so the
Probably like that shit.
The 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They run with Harris. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the
should have scored a lot faster than that, man.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown.
Taking too long to score is going to cost you.
Okay, you got the touchdown, but sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost
Thank you.
like, yeah, you know,
Too predictable.
Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if you'd had
I'm going to try to go for an onside kick.
That's true. You've said that before.
Oh, I'm not getting a free hit stick.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively.
Run the ball. He wants to play his safety back deep. Just run the ball. That's all we got to do. Game's over. Ain't nothing you can do.
We got plenty to catch.
Stidham's throw pulled in by Renfrow.
Catch, Renfrow.
Get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Partner, took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
Oh, Stidham's actually going to throw it.
Play pussy, get fucked.
And that's caught inside the
I'm aggressive, bro. I'm not going to chew clock.
And he's across.
I'm going to take what you give me. You want me to score a 1-play touchdown? I'm going to take it. I'm going to rub it in your face. You should have been aggressive. Stop trying to chew clock.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed
That's
like
how you play football, man.
Momentum, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Too easy.
This one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead rose by a couple more. So
Maybe next time when you play me, you don't sit there and try to chew clock.
sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here, because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. In motion right is Aguilar. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3
These
yards.
people,
But no
man.
more than that.
What's wrong with this generation?
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League. But
Credit to my defense and my special teams. Give me the ball. Look at Stidham out here, bro. Put it up against his former team. Showed you, man, being aggressive is what it's all about. Even though it's 125 yards, because I didn't really have the ball a lot. Because mainly I was able to run on him. He wanted to run on me. I was like, okay, let me show you how to run the ball. Jacobs really just set the pace, bro. He couldn't beat Jacobs. He tried, but he couldn't. He failed. Running little fucking smoke screen routes and shit, trying to glitch coverages out with U trips. But guess what? I know how to double baseline. That shit's not gonna work on me. Can't glitch me out. I try to teach y'all guys that, man. Y'all see people doing too many motions, man. Either flip the play or just double baseline so that your guys correctly align the way they're supposed to. Either or. That's just sad, bro. Like, this man really tried to play 2 clock offense on me, bro. You can't play that against someone that knows how to combat that. You've got to be able to go bang for bang with me. If you want to beat me, you got to be able to bang bang. You gotta be able to outshine me. But that pussy mode shit ain't it. And I'll actually respect you for going bang bang with me, you know? You go score for score, tit for tat. Oh yeah, I'll give you credit. But you play like that guy, trying to chew the clock and not throw the ball, it's not gonna bode well for you. Like I said, man, credit to my special teams for making a play when I needed it. Early too, because I'm not used to getting the ball first. Usually I get the kick first and, you know, get a good read on what people like to do offensively.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Green Bay Packers and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Love kicking first, baby. Let's go.
And we are underway in Allegiant Stadium. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll go again to Jones. No, a nifty juke there.
Tackle.
For a guy trying to tackle it.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd and inches, Rodgers flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did.
Exactly what I want. Make him take his time.
But pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers.
Good fucking shit.
Pressure, and he will go down. Sack back.
See, when you motion height, what I tell you fellas, it creates block sheds. That's why we want that. Keep motion hiking. You're gonna keep giving me block sheds. All I gotta do is find the gap that I can penetrate. And I think I've got it.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, he has it complete to Christian.
Rock.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On play action, it's Rodgers.
Oh, man! Gotta get over there, man. Gotta get over there.
Because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left.
2-6, bro. That's you.
It's caught. Touchdown Packers. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are on the board first here in Vegas. They gotta love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Rodgers will throw for it.
Good D.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Do not sit there and play tricks against me the whole game, bro. I know how to match up with it.
They pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
What I say, fellas, match energy.
Slot man moves right. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
They go play action with Stidham. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he'll get this out to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now. Second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. A second down run for Abdullah. And he'll be brought down just shy.
I think it was too easy, bro.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. 6-0 our score after 1. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Stidham on first down. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Offense is moving it a little bit out back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try
He missed that throw
before they're backed up even further.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. They go play action now. Stidham. He hits Adams complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 36. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Back to the ground now. Here's Abdullah. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Up the middle, Abdullah. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Coming up on second and 7.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Get off me, boy.
Here's complete, and the Raiders are going to be set up.
Stop playing man. You might actually make a stop.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his
Can't play man in Regs. You ain't got DBs with high enough man coverage rating.
Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Again, it's Abdullah. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
I love how you try to help someone, tell them, hey, don't play man coverage in Regs, and they still play man coverage. It's not going to bode well for you, bro, if you don't know how to listen.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line.
Debated on throwing that.
Running backs and quarterbacks
He was open.
gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. fielded right around the 8. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop.
See if he knows how to be aggressive. No, that trips is not it, bro.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth.
Come on, Rock. You got to get that, my guy. He's right there.
Double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one. But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all
just a matter of time before he throws a pick trying to hit that route.
Lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a first down carry by Jones.
Tackle.
Here a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Rodgers now on first down. And able to find Allen Lazard.
Right there.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Here's Rodgers to throw. Dancing to his left. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
He's got a receiver at tight end. Speed receiver. He's good. I'm on him. Probably should have put another guy on the other side. So I'll be watching that the rest of the game. One adjustment can stop that.
And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, no one let me fucking react to the ball. Come on, man.
And it stretches their lead.
I'm like right there. He just matches energy on the next drive. I got it. He doesn't have a defense.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. On first and 10, it's Stidham. Flush to his right. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters.
They got to fix the double team blocks versus contain. I get a double team engaged, the man shouldn't be able to just jump off of it. But it is what it is. I'll probably just use the pump fake to stop the contain.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because
Told you don't got a defense.
Stop troops.
He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Vegas. 82 yards. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route, because it's a little bit longer developing play? They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Stopped immediately there. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. And he's over.
Got Divine Diablo a touchdown on offense. Use him as the fullback.
And the Raiders have cut the lead back down to 2. Well, you know, you can't get all the points back at once, but baby steps a good start.
A start that was sorely needed, because this team looked like they might be out of this one, but getting a touchdown, getting back into it, gives them hope as they move forward.
Josh McDaniels, he's got faith in his offense, and he's going to have him go for 2. Now they send a man in motion right. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get in.
There's that energy. Stop playing man coverage.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the
Better learn how to play zone. Zone gonna play those trap run fits. Man won't.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this 2nd half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz it? Do I need to pressure it? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 28. And even 100 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school.
Try my boy like that. Try my fucking user like that.
And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, the coverage there, airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there.
I tell y'all boys, y'all need to start using her in corners. That way y'all won't get beat on them routes.
Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Stidham. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there.
Good
Forced the
Stidham.
ball free, and it's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now Stidham. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete.
It's actually a good overthrow.
Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus
Just
far.
wanted to see if he was shading over the top.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake, here's Stidham.
Shade over the top, I can bust your ass with that route.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On first down, Stidham. That's caught by Waller out left side.
Brought that short in the lead.
Just a yard, and it's second down.
It's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Stidham from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll throw on first down with Stidham. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Stidham. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Brendan, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game. And obviously,
he would
plenty of
try to play defense.
No question about it. And here, why not go with a
You would
freshman?
think, right?
Able to push forward, pick up that first. They go right back to White here on first down. And a short gain down to about the 33. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Stidham's throw complete here to Waller. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on third down and move it closer. Play action. It's Stidham. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
Man a safety up on him? Are you sure? You sure you want a man a safety up on him? I will take that all day, bro.
Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Stidham. Flushed out right.
What's he gonna do about him?
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On second down, they'll run with White. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now Stidham.
Moss your ass, bitch.
Touchdown,
You gonna put a little ass corner on Darren Waller? You sure you want to do that?
a 16-yard touchdown. And the
Man, useless. Speed is fucking useless in this game, bro.
fourth quarter lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our
It's all about size and playing gap assignment football. And show your guy is big enough to defend what he has to do.
Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say,
No problem, man.
"This is what we practiced a 2-minute drill."
You know I got these hidden gem
You've been in
plays.
that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence. Hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They're going to try and run.
Too easy.
He is into the end zone. The conversion attempt is good.
Try not to spam it too much, but you do it just right, you can keep your drives alive. See how I've kind of been minimalizing the amount of times I use it and try to open the rest of the book up. Try to control the game. Look at this. Favorite can catch him. That's fine.
And it'll be an excellent return as he's
Glad I got Avery.
inside the 25-yard line.
At least for this year.
We all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Rodgers to throw. Buying time to his left. And the throw left sideline here is
What happens when you try to rack catch?
Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs.
Good cleanup.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Now Rodgers. Forced out to his left. Completes it again to Dobbs. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
In motion, the tight end. To throw is Rodgers. Cleaned it out left to Dobbs. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Good defense, bro.
Bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. The slot man in motion right. They'll look to throw. Yeah, he's got it.
That was. That was rock.
Get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it in.
Run fits, bitch.
And he is not going to reach the goal.
Do not run inside zone on me.
They were forced to go for
I'm out of match personnel. I told you to get out of that trips and tray shit. That's why it's been hard for you to get the ball down the field. Can't spam that shit on me, bro. Had to make a few adjustments, you know. It's not like, you know, oh, I just picked this play and it's just automatically going to work. You still got to make gap assignment adjustments to match up with the personnel. You know, I would have showed you the highlight. I had pinched my linebackers in to fit those A gaps a little bit better. And I took that user to defend that B and C gap, 2-gap shoot. So they, you know, it forced them to play back into those A gaps where I pinched that D-line in. Oh, well, not the D-line, but the linebackers. Yeah, it's been my go-to defense versus trip sets. And it has to be. If you're dealing with spreads, then you can run the dollar or the dime. But trip sets, definitely that 3-3-5 odd is going to be your go-to. But, I mean, you can be very, very versatile with it. And, you know, as you see, you know, I've been pretty much using it as a staple trips defense lately. Can't really get much into. Now, here's where it changes, okay? Trip set, when it's 3 receivers to one side and they got like a tight end or whatever in the slot on the other side or a tight end on the line. I'm using 3-3-5 versus that because I can take that extra rusher and defend that flat zone. I can put him in a seam flat, or I can put him in a hard flat if I'm worried about the running back, or I could just man him up, put a Sam linebacker there, and just man him up with either or. You know, they're dinking and dunking to the flat side over there. Usually, most people, when they go up against my 3-3-5, they'll they'll not do that, because if they try to roll out over there, I do have that user adjusted zone, so I won't have to shade my coverages. I use the cover 2 version versus spread sets. I don't have the dollar defense in this Raiders playbook. I have the dime version, and I can't use it like the dollar defense last year. You know, like that was my go-to empty defense. But this year, my empty defense, I'm still rocking with the dime, but I use mainly that cover 4 drop and that cover 3 lock in dime to pretty much kind of do that. Obviously, you still have certain adjustments and slides and stuff that you have to do, you know, depending on variations of the gun empties and variations of the typesets and whatnot, so that you can remember first and foremost, what do I teach? Gap assignment. Players have to be aligned correctly in certain gaps, in certain formations. It's not like you just pick the play and it's going to work. You have to, you know, sometimes you might have to pinch the line, slide the linebackers, check your run fits. Always check your run fits, because sometimes you might be going up against someone in a formation and you're just doing all these crazy adjustments, you know, because you bought such and such ebook, and they're telling you to do it versus everything. They're wrong, because I was checking my run fits when I was expecting him to kick it out to the right, and I noticed that my linebacker wasn't in a run fit anymore, you know. So like certain things that I was doing was negating my defenders from playing run fits, you know, like if I crash my D-line down and then slide that linebacker over, well, that linebacker should have been responsible for such and such, but if I crash the D-line in, you know, with their rush assignment, it's going to take any run fit away from, you know, the linebacker or whatever is playing coverage behind you. You know, so you always want to check your run fits for any adjustment that you do, because everything you do, there's an equal but opposite reaction. Okay, whatever defense you pick, you can't expect the same run fits to be played every single time, you know, because if they motion, the run fits change. Okay, notice a lot of the times that I'm motioning to the line. I'm not trying to motion across or motion through. I'm just motioning that defender right there to another gap. And if they don't have a gap assignment over there, it's going to allow me to get the double teams where I need to break loose. Okay, so always kind of pay attention to, you know, how your opponent is trying to attack you or whatnot, and always kind of first and foremost read those run fits. You know, you play your defense inside to out. Once you understand the run fits, then you can worry about the coverage. And coverage ain't going nowhere, man. You got bodies out there. Stop spamming the same defense. Stop going to these people and giving them $60 for a fluky ass ebook that ain't really teaching you shit, you know? I guarantee you go on any channel, there's probably like, I can count on my hands the amount of Madden channels that are out there that actually teach you real football. And lucky for you, I'm one of them. But like I said, I can count on my hands the amount of people that teach, you know, somewhat fundamental football about the best you can for a video game. But
from the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here.
Now, another thing that I'll tell you guys, you have to limit the amount of games you play every day. You play too many games, you're going to start getting some fluky shit. Like, as much as I hate to say it, it's true. You know, I can have like 3-4 perfect games in a row and then play the same way the next game, and then just everything just kind of just weird shit. Your opponent catches balls out of bounds and it's complete. It happened to me yesterday. I was like, bro. Offensive PI not being called. You know, all that crazy shit.
First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. Steps away to his left. And he works his way.
I love that assignment that we're putting over there.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
See that?
Now here's Mahomes.
Love that assignment.
Got him. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack.
Y'all see what we doing. Check, check, check. See, look, boom. You cover. I'll give you that because I know I got bodies over there. You can have that little ding ding dong shit.
But he takes it up to the 40. On 1st down, Mahomes. He'll get this.
I got bodies over there, my guy.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground.
It's fine. Keep throwing it to him.
Down just shy of the 35.
Keep throwing it to him.
Job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention. They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mahomes. Now they go straight.
Good pursuit. Good shit.
Raiders pick it up.
Team Perryman is a fucking good sub linebacker.
And they will finally get him as he's all the
Can't
way
take him off the field for none. Not for long, you know.
Always key, going to be really key in this one, and to force an opening drive turnover, that's huge.
It is, and you know
Alright, get our go-to plays. Got one. Play 2.
Right? And this is bad. He just fumbled the football.
Where that money play at? Where that money?
You messed it up for everyone on that one. You messed up our offense, and now you put our defense in a bad spot.
Alright, let's get it popping.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Stidham. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams.
You're not going to play coverage, my guy?
15 yards that time for the Raiders. Charles, that's a route that
I know how to step up into the pocket.
Again in our years up in this booth, and that
Come on, send him again. Come on, bring him down. Come on, man, you brave. Bring him down. Bring him down to Monkey Town. Come on. You know you want to. Come on. Come on, bring him down. Bring him down, bro.
Stidham sets to throw on 1st. Escaping the pressure right. And out of bounds right around the 20.
This is too easy.
The scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Cannot run 3-3 versus spread sets. We'll get dotted up.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Under pressure.
Should have been defensive PI, but we good. I got plays to get you out of that.
They need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chain.
I got plays to get you out of that. Let's go.
And he's got his big wide receiver complete. They've got another.
Get out of that 3-3.
Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Now Stidham off play action.
Get out of that 3-3.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Stop spamming.
Collins, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are on the board.
Made this easy.
On the road in Kansas City. Josh McDaniels, he's got faith in his offense, and he's going to have him go for 2. They'll motion out one of the tight ends. Stidham going to look to throw for it. It's caught.
Too easy.
It's 8-0. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it
Man,
intercepted,
you got to give me a challenge, bro. Stop spamming. You can't play man coverage in regs. You don't have any DBs with high enough man coverage to be able to consistently defend waves and waves of receivers.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. That is pulled in by a diving Kelsey. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey.
Let him keep throwing to Kelsey. We'll wear him down.
Almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down. Second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. His throw incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And again, it's Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Mahomes to throw.
Thank you.
Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted.
I know the audible check. I'm not going to stay in something if it ain't working. You best believe that.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching.
You're going to go to Kelsey, bro. You keep going until he's spamming to him. He gonna have eyeballs on him. Best believe.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him.
Not gonna make an adjustment to that.
Looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice and meetings.
Get out of that 3-3.
Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Get out of that 3-3.
The center receiver in motion to the right. Now Stidham on 1st down. He completes it to Abdullah. And he is going to lose yardage here. They go play action with Stidham.
Get out of that 3-3.
And a throw right sideline is complete. And they get him down, but not before
Stop spamming.
the 40-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st down, Abdullah. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Tickety, tickety, tick tock. Stop spamming.
For no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Flush to his right.
Not gonna cover it flat. Okay.
It's complete. Abdullah. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. He was out there waving his arms. And when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
Get out of it.
Because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space.
Get out of that 3-3.
For the completion.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Too easy.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
A little football one-on-one there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Come on.
Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Can't reroute over there, my guy. I got a guy wide open. Don't reroute over there.
At their own 32-yard line.
Sometimes I hate when EA does that shit.
And maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get.
Oh, he's covered. Let's believe he's covered.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Evident there that he
Wide off. I think that's 2 wide receivers outside, if I'm not mistaken.
Kept it and ended up running for a first down himself.
So, still trips, but we got an outside receiver in play.
Mahomes now on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
We good.
He caught. It's Tony. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Get that out of here. Give me the knockout animation. Let's go.
Incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game.
Trey
But after
open.
driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jarek McKinnon. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that's caught.
Cloud Flash should have defended that.
Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Mahomes will throw for it.
Good D.
Nowhere to
Good
go.
fucking D.
Lost the football. I know it's still just the first half, but we'll see if that 2 points looms large later.
I would have kept it, and I know that they were trying to equal the score, but sometimes you kind of get seduced into that. It's the first half. Kick the extra point and continue to play so you don't have to chase points later.
Pulls it in at the 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Final play of the half. It's Stidham. Looking deep for Adams.
Too easy.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for the touchdown.
That's what we do over here. We got that clutch gene injection. Ah! Clutch over here, fellas.
And they extend their lead. A little added
Key moments of the game, bro. I told that dude to stop spamming.
This way, that's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they
He didn't want to believe me, I guess.
bring it back?
Try to forewarn him. I'm like, get out of that 3-3. Get out of the 3-3. You want to stay in that 3-3, bro. We're going to eat you up. You know he got red zone threat, bro. He going to catch them. Finish that half.
This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
And we get ball, bro. This game's over, bro.
Charles Davis operating gun, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders with the lead already.
Like I said, just take what they give you, bro. Nah, fuck that, fuck that. How Al Davis said, man, fuck that. We take what we want. That's what we want to do. We take what we fucking want.
Set to get this drive started. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because
take what I fucking want, bitch. Stop spamming. You're gonna learn today. I told you to get out of it. Call my shot. I told you I'm going to take what I want. Better get out of it.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs.
Yeah, they didn't give me the throw animation. But we good.
The Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he will make it to the
Can't copy my strat.
No further. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a
there we go. That's all I got to do. I got to press him so he doesn't drop that zone back. It's a small adjustment, but it's so crucial. That slight press prevents him from dropping that other guy back. Now we got him in control. This game's over. Just user press one guy, user adjustment press that one guy, and that's going to prevent that one zone from dropping back so that he can cover Kelsey when he runs that crosser. One adjustment does that. Helps you match up with him correctly. See, if you don't make that one adjustment, he's going to carry that zone into a pass, and then the drag will be open. So you don't have to sit there and shade your coverages when you're playing match coverage. All you have to do is change the thresholds of the routes with your zone. Because match coverage, they're not going to necessarily bracket unless the route dead ends. Okay? So when they're all going vertical, everything's, you generally assigned to play based off of. The way I'm saying is, zone will play integrity based on how deep the routes go to it. The faster the route gets to it, the deeper he's going to drop. So if you press that one route that threatens him, that becomes the passing zone, if you press it, you delay the threshold. So that means that that crosser is going to open up first, and he's going to react to that crosser first instead of going to the vertical route that's going over the top. So that's how you're going to defend that tight end and sitting there instead of trying to make 20 adjustments and trying to, user alert. You can defend that shit in cover 6 if you know what you're doing. So, like I said, a lot of what I'll do is if I see them running that crosser, I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to user adjust, press that one guy, and that's the only adjustment you need to make. That way that cover 6 matches up with everything on the field, and you don't got to worry about them getting them little easy, cheap routes, easy, cheap yards, okay? Like I said, nobody's going to teach you this shit, man. I'm telling you. That's why y'all follow my channel, man, because I'm about the business. Just get into the practice mode and show you what we doing with this cover 6. I'm going to teach you. You ain't got to worry. Do not. All right, here's the rules. Do not global press, do not base align. If you play match coverage and you do that, you're going to kill your run fits. Okay? Especially if you run my cover 6 defense. If you base align, you're fucking yourself. Okay? Do not base align. Only time I run like a base align is if I know I'm like cover 2 is a good example. Like if you're playing like a dime or a symmetric defense, you can base align. Reason why I say cover 2 is good is because base align will defend those sidelines on like deep corner routes and stuff like that. You're not going to have to worry about that from trip sets. They're not going to kill you with deep corner routes and trip sets. Okay? I'm going to kind of show you guys how to play defense. Because, like I said, ain't nobody teaching y'all the right way. Everybody teaching y'all these one play best defense, best blitz, fastest blitz. Come on, guys. Y'all falling for that shit? It's 2023. Y'all still falling for that shit? Come on, man. Let me just get a random play. Because there is no best. There's correct. There is no best. Because if there's something that's best, that means it's universal. There's no universal that's going to sit there and just stop everything, because you're going to change your adjustments based off of certain things. First, if you want to play best, is playing correct gap assignments. It's not more or less. All right, let me teach you how to run this. One of the first things I did change up my 3-4 setup yesterday with my personnel grouping. And if you're understanding how the 3-4, you need 4 different types of linebackers. You have your jack linebacker, which is going to be pretty much your pass rush specialist, but he can play coverage. Now you're looking for an undersized defensive end for that role. You don't want someone to be like, oh, I can just put Max Crosby in that role. Well, Max Crosby's 255 pounds and he's 6'6". That's not what you want right there. Okay, you want someone a little bit smaller, undersized, because he's going to be playing that 6 and 9 tech. Okay, so he's going to be matching up with, you know, like running backs, maybe slot receivers sometimes, like they try to motion hike or whatever. You know, so you get someone about 240, 239, 240, somewhere in that range. That's generally what you want. Okay. So one of the first things I did after I set my 3-4 up is going to allow me to play the runs a little bit better with this one adjustment. Okay. So the first adjustment is I go with the D-line sub, and because I use Crosby as a backup defensive end, it's going to give me a new look with my 2 interiors, which one is good at block shedding and one is good at finesse rush. You want to make sure that your 2 interior rushers are significantly different in that aspect. One's going to be good at stopping the run, the other one's going to be good at pass rush. You don't want to put all your eggs in one basket when you're playing defense. Okay, you want everyone to be specialized and good at something so that the other players can be beneficial at what they're doing. I'm going to teach you a little something here. Usually your guys that are good at block shedding are more power, whereas your guys that aren't good at block shedding can still get off their blocks because they have finesse. Okay, it's a little bit different, you know. So finesse, usually you get guys with agility or whatever, you know, they ain't gotta be fast. As long as they got a good finesse move, so I go finesse on the weak side. Usually, most people put their better pass blockers on the left, and they put their better run blockers on the right, you know, to the strong side. You know, if y'all watch, remember the Titans, strong side, weak side, you know. You're not going to have an offensive line or a defensive line that is just universally good at one thing. Okay, so you want to make sure that you're putting your guys in positions where they can succeed. So, like I said, my defensive tackles are set up in this set is where I'll have one guy that is good at finesse. And I'll show you. So he doesn't have to be very fast. It still has to be, it still goes by the principle that I teach. The further inside closer to the ball, you have to be big, okay? You can't just be like, oh, Shadow told me to put the best finesse rusher here. No. Put your best finesse big guy in that position, okay? So I have a 72 finesse move rusher on one side, and then he's my best block shedder, so he's 75, okay? Y'all with me? Y'all understanding what we trying to do here? All right. So you're gonna have those two guys on the field. I know I use Tillery too. Tillery's more versatile. Like he can kind of be a little bit of both because he is fast. But for the main thing is like your base defense, you want one guy on the strong side that is good at power moves, block shedding. And then the other side, you want a guy that is good at finesse move and getting off their blocks real fast in a situation where they don't have to worry about block shedding. Okay, so that's what your interior is going to consist of. Your jack linebacker, I got my Sam right here. Sam linebacker, you want a guy that can rush, has decent size, strength, because he's going to have to take on fullbacks or lead blocks sometimes. And you want a guy that can get out there and also play coverage as well. Good tackler, decent hit power, decent block shed. I think his zone coverage is 63. That's not too bad. I think I had posted the other day the zone thresholds and the man threshold. The man threshold you need is 90 for them to break on the ball when you get strong. Zone coverage, your break on the ball is in tiers. Like it might be like, I think 60 is the low tier for you to break on the ball. So if you have at least a 60 zone coverage for any flat zone defender, you're good. Okay, if they don't have a 60 zone coverage, they're not going to have those break on the ball animations. Okay, by break on the ball, like I said, as soon as the quarterback releases, the defender reacts to it, and then it goes, like I said, based off of the threshold of the zone where the route is, so on and so forth. Okay, trying to go more into it. Last but not least, if he has like a decent, like I'm not asking him to be great at finesse. Like the only thing he's going to be finessing is tight ends. Okay, so he doesn't have to have a very high rating in being, a pass rusher. He can be used. Like I said, his strength is really just going to be block shed. He's going to be the strong side. The weak side is going to be your jack linebacker, and his ability is going to be finesse. Like I said, he's going to be a little bit smaller than your traditional, edge rusher, but he fills the role. So he's 71 finesse. He's about 6'2", 249. I can work with that. I don't like big bulky guys too far out wide. Like I said, closer you are to the ball on the line of scrimmage, bigger you need to get. Okay, so if you're playing that 9 tech defender, you want to get about 240, 230, something like that. That'll be your jack linebacker. Same thing with the inside. One side is going to be your strong side. You need to make sure that he's strong and can block shed. That's going to be the strength of what he can do. And then your other guy, he might not be much for the finesse because he's going to be more of a coverage linebacker, but he does need to be able to tackle very good. When you're running a traditional defense, there's two guys that's going to make plays on the ball 9 times out of 10. That's going to be your Mike linebacker and your Will linebacker. Those guys are pretty much going to be the guys that go and get after the ball. If everybody plays their assignment correctly, those guys should be leading your tackles. Okay, so more into it. I know I'm just running off in the mouth, but this is key information that you guys need. Okay, so let's get back into it. I'm going to show you exactly what I was doing, and I'm going to see if I can find a stop play that's similar, and I'm going to show you the difference. So what I'm looking for is a drag route. I don't know if they got one. I need him to run a drag. He's not on there. see. Alright, so they got like a deep post. Let me see what I'm looking for. Maybe trying to look for something and they don't have a formation for it. Mostly people be running these custom playbooks and shit. Alright, there we go, verticals. Alright, so if I don't do anything, if I don't make an adjustment, that drag route is going to beat this cover 6. See how, look underneath how that drag route is wide open? Just want to slow it down. So me just running it stock, he's gonna run that drag route all day. Okay? I'm going to show you this one adjustment. What I'll do is I'll press him and then give him a press that's going to slow him down with that seam flat adjustment. Okay, that's the 2 adjustments that I do, and the only thing I'm going to do is pinch this linebacker. Okay. Now my user is going to be right here, and also check run fits. That way you know where you're going, and if the run's to the left, you can press circle, you know where you're going to the right. So those are my 2 gaps. I have the A gap if it's a run inside, and then I'm also responsible for the C gap on the outside, C or D gap. Okay. But watch the difference on this drag route. The defender's going to play it. He's actually going to bail to help me play that a little bit better. I know my user was on it. But I'm going to tell you why I put that seam flat adjustment on the backside. See how he gets that little chip block on Kelsey so he doesn't get that free release? It's just enough to slow him down. Okay? You get that chip block on the receiver to slow him down. And see how that, on this one, that linebacker drops real quick to help defend that route. Now, if I wanted to, kind of give you a better example. All you gotta do is press him, pinch the linebacker, put him in a seam flat, and I can go defend number 9. Watch this. So I can go bail on that. He's not even gonna throw it. He's trying to slow it down. He probably might not throw it. But that's the only adjustment that you're gonna do is you're gonna press triangle. Put your backside defender in a seam flat and pinch that solo linebacker. And then you're free to do whatever you want as a user. Like I said, I like to use this corner. I can bail on that. See how that linebacker, see the difference with that slight adjustment, how that linebacker played that crosser this time versus me not making those adjustments? You do not need to shade your coverages, guys, to stop this stuff. Like, look how that linebacker breaks down. He's like, I got you, Hoss. I got you, Hoss. Let me show you the difference. Me not making the adjustments, watch. Look at Kelsey. The drag's gonna be wide open. So it's the small stuff that you do when running certain defenses versus certain formations that make huge differences. Okay, the chip block on the check release with the seam flat, pinching the linebacker down so that he can pick the bail route coming across on the other side, pressing down on 17 so that he doesn't stretch the defense vertically as fast, free up my user to kind of go play any bail or I can cover anything I want right at this point, you know. But that's how I run my cover 6 versus trip sets. How I run it now. Now, sometimes you'll find situations where people might motion a guy to the other side. You know, if you find yourself in a situation like that, all you have to do is one of 2 things. You can either A, flip the play, or B, you can double baseline. Okay, and just kind of recheck your run fits. Like I said, just hold L2 Square is going to help tell you where to go if the run's to the left, who's playing those run fits. That's why I'm pressing square. Always press your run fit. If the guy ain't playing a run fit, don't press him. See, that's why I'm pressing triangle over there. You see that force? He's going to be that press. That way he gets that inside release. If he runs like a counter or a sweep, like an option sweep or something like that, I know I have someone in there with that inside release on that press. Okay, I have a safety. Sometimes usually I'll use a safety over here, but if you have like a quick enough guy, you know, he can play that run fit pretty good. So I have a 93 speed favorite, but like I said, sometimes I will use, you can probably put your better cornerback right there if you want, if you feel like you want to play press coverage a lot. But I'm in a situation where I'm probably just rocking with Rock on the outside. I might move Rock to the slot to play that role for me. I'm not sure just yet. We'll play with it in the coming weeks to see. But right now, Avery's doing fine for me right there. But like I said, this other adjustment is key right here. Like I can put him in that seam flat so that he gets that little chip lock. Now, if I can move his tight end over, he's going to play that run fit. Or if I want him to loop, I can just I prefer the loop run fit as opposed to just playing a straight run fit. Because if you play a straight run fit, then your double teams might not exactly pick up the way you want them to or whatever like that. So just kind of run it like this. Boom. Play the run fit, get under. I got help over the top. You're not going to beat me with those cover 6 beaters. Okay? Alignments are important, fellas. Okay? Try to teach you this day in and day out. Alignments are important. It prevents you from getting bombed on. People can't run one-play touchdowns against my defense. Why? Because I play alignment and assignment football. Don't sit out there just spamming such and such play because Black Rain says do it. Or I don't follow King Wolf and be like, oh, this is the best blitz in the game. Let me spam this 300 times a game. Come on, guys. Y'all got to do better, man. It's 2023. Y'all need to be following channels that are out there to help you and teach you fundamental football, and stop following these little cornballs, bro. They don't deserve the hype. All right. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Remember, as I said, I can't play too many regs in a row. Too many regs games in a row, because if you play so many within a certain time period, you're going to get that game where you have those situations where it's just like, really, you know, like I had that happen to me yesterday. It was frustrating because I knew it was unrealistic, but you'll have the situations where guys will catch the ball out of bounds and they roll it a completion. You'll have situations where they're running all kind of crazy routes, you won't get a block shed, and then when you use her to try to lurk one of their receivers in the way of you trying to get the ball, technically offensive PI, and it won't get flagged. You know, the crazy stuff starts happening. You know, you might run a high-low read crosser with a hitch and have the crosser wide open, and then they're going to let that, you know, whoever's defending the hitch to just jump up like he's Superman. You know, like the crazy stuff starts to happen. Like I said, if you play too many games in regs, so we're just going to kind of keep these streams short, simple, to the point from here moving forward, so that you guys can get more information as opposed to me just sitting there just dying out as the stream goes. But appreciate y'all tuning in, and I hope the information that I gave you helps. If by any chance you do want to donate and support and continue these informational tools, you could always reach out to me and, you know, provide to my Cash App or PayPal. But other than that, appreciate y'all tuning in.